welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that notification bell, tell a friend, Come join us in the live chat. All right, so this is our 90-Day Fiancé Season 9, Episode 4, Pasta La Vista. These two should be ashamed of themselves. They really should.
I mean, oof. How difficult was it to buy a rotisserie chicken? Chop up the chicken, get a jar or two of classical chicken Alfredo sauce, and then boil some noodles. Not that hard.
But they had the easiest way possible. They went and got a bag, dump it into the pot, stir it up. How difficult is that?
Oh, they got pre-made chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that was.
They got the bag you just dump into the pan and stir together, and 10 minutes later.
Oh, I thought they had put it together. I didn't realize it all came in. That's a shame.
Remember, they were shopping the frozen aisle.
They were. I thought I thought it was just frozen like vegetables or something. I didn't realize it was actually a chicken Alfredo kit. Yeah, that's sad.
Well, they're sad. All right, so which couple you want to start with first?
You might as well start with them, get them out the way.
Okay, hold on. Jabri. All right, so basically they wake up. It's the next day. What's the big thing? Like, why is she not understanding that he doesn't have money to live the Kardashian lifestyle that she wants in LA?
I have no clue. Well, that I have an issue with. And also, I'm like, dude, why'd you even bring her over here in the first place so soon? We have no money.
But how did you get her over here if you have no money? Don't they have to have a minimum earnings, like a job?
Right. That too.
So his parents are sponsoring her. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Pretty much.
But if the mama got so much issues with her, why is she sponsoring her? Because then mama takes on the 10-year responsibility.
I have no clue. I mean, mamas would do a lot for their kids. So that being said, I guess she wanted her son to be happy because, like, you say you have no job. It's like, you're right. You have no job, so what are you doing? So the mom stepped in because she knows that Jabri loves her, and I get that. And then she's like, whoever makes my son happy. But I think she was under the impression that he would actually tell Miona, like, and really reinforce the rules. You know what I mean? Like, give her the full rundown.
But he could only tell her the rules if he knew about them ahead of time. When mom starts discussing, like chores and stuff like that, was it the first time that he was hearing this? I'm just wondering.
For some reason, I don't think so.
I don't know.
I think he thought somehow they were gonna get some sort of break, like they would ease into chore life. Nope, Mama said you gonna start from the gate.
Does he or does he not know his mom? Because I don't know his mom, and I didn't get that impression from her.
Me either.
Okay, so come again, Jibri. I think I'm gonna call him Giblets. He's like a little giblet. Did you notice how pink his lips are? I am so envious of his lips. Like I have, like my lips have like discoloration on them. Like I have a natural lip liner on my lips. So I looked at his lips and they are the prettiest shade of pink. Am I looking at the wrong things?
That's just sad. If you're looking at that, there's nothing going on with them.
I just feel it's repetitive. Miona really showed herself by saying, it's not that I hope they don't like it, but at least it's setting the groundwork for they know what to expect. And I was just like, girl, are you serious? Right. Really? You gave them, like, do you know how dangerous, like, contaminated chicken is? I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know, but she had an interesting look. Um, and I love me some Star Trek. She was like a cross between a Vulcan and a Romulan for me. Look at
Oh no,
this.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was just, I had to, like, okay, I don't know. um, then there's this part about um, he wants her to get along with David, the guy from his band.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I don't feel like I need to be bothered with him. And I wish you would have told me that y'all was gonna go and do this record thing, and you spending time with him, because I don't like that. And he says that, did he say that David is his godfather, and they went through this whole
Right.
the
Yep.
baptism thing?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, oh, so then if this is so important to Giblets, why? And Miona's Serbian. Why doesn't she care if this was a Serbian thing?
Because it's not about her.
Oh,
That's just what it is.
okay. So let's hold on. I actually got a snippet of this.
You look actually got a snippet.
I got a snippet. Look at that. Look at that.
No sauce.
And is
Red
that the
sauce.
chicken under that white thing?
That's a chicken.
Ooh. Did they know they had to cook this?
I would assume so.
Child.
I'll be honest. You'd be hard pressed to get me to eat that.
It just didn't look appetizing. Thank God they had a salad. Because you notice when his mother was trying to choke down that chicken, he was sitting there like chomping down on the salad saying, if you don't want to eat it, don't eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on. Ryan, for real? Ryan says, I think Jibri sometimes wears lipstick. There are sometimes pinker than other days. For real?
Mm.
Oh, it is the most prettiest shade of pink. I'm not going to lie. I really like that. I would like to find out what color, like what brand that is. Is he doing her like makeup? What is going on there? Thank you, Ryan. Um, Let me see. Anything else happen with them other than them trying to poison his parents?
Nah.
All right, on from Giblets.
Who next? Who else did we see?
That
But
was just your observation? No. Well, at least I know that someone else is also thinking he has really pretty lips. So thank you. Thank you. Yes, Bertoli's frozen skillet meals, they actually look way better than that. And I've had those. I've tried that chicken Alfredo. It's pretty good. I agree with you on that.
okay.
Sometimes you got to put together something real quick, and those are buy
Right.
one, get one free at Publix a lot of times. All right, so who's next?
You choose. Your turn.
Okay, so let's do Bilal and Shada because they didn't have much. Um, they have like lunch, I guess, with his mom, his sister, his brother, and they just start asking her questions about how does she feel about going to the house, and
Mm-hmm.
she was kind.
Yeah, she was. She was real nice.
She said, I thought it was back in time or something like that.
Right.
um let's see. I did have a question though. Where'd all that food come from? I don't like the editing in this.
Yeah, editing is
Um,
terrible.
let's see. His sister asked her about kids, and she says that she wants kids. And I thought that his response was a bit evasive. I didn't
It came across
understand
that
his
way.
answer. Yeah. Is Bilal the only son in the family? I thought there was a brother. Yeah, there
There's a
is a
brother,
brother.
Raheem. Raheem is the brother.
Yeah. But who's older? Is it Bilal or Rahim?
I I thought Bilal looks to be older, but I thought I
Mhm.
heard Bilal call him Big Brother, so I was kind of confused.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Cause the brother, oh, I didn't like Bilal said that Shada lives in a fantasy land. And talking about taking babies, places with them, like if they were to go traveling. Why wouldn't you take your children with you when you go traveling? Where are you going to leave them?
Mom, good luck with that.
The brother asks, "When is the wedding?" And Shada says, "If we get to the wedding." So the jury is still out with her. Normally, it's the American saying, "If we get to the wedding."
Right,
She says she's not getting married without having a conversation about having kids. Good for you.
right. That's an important question. That's an important thing to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So basically, that was it for them. They were short and sweet. You next.
Emily and Kobe.
Emily and Kobe. Oh, okay. It's the next morning. They've obviously had sex. And why are we seeing him walking around in his wide fronts and a vest shirt? Oh my God. He can't talk about Emily getting fat. Where is the swimsuit model?
COVID.
COVID. Child. Anywho. Apparently, we've determined that they still have sexual chemistry. We are told that they did it once in the shower and twice that morning. Ew. Um, he's now excited to see his son. He's put the banging out of the way, and now let's get on to seeing my little boy.
Right,
Um, in the car, he's full of nervous excitement. I think he had a little breakdown. They pull up to the house. Now, when we first met Emily and her parents, they said that there's one bathroom in that house. That's a full 2-story house on a ranch, and y'all only have one bathroom?
yeah, I'm not believing that. Fine.
I'm not believing it either. I'm not
Good,
believing it either.
good try though.
Um, they pull into the garage. There's banners everywhere. The photo banner of the baby
That was cute.
is so cute. They walk into the house. Kobe sees his son. He says the baby's a little shy, but of course, it's different over video call
Yes.
than and Kobe's not a small man, so he's
Hmm.
bigger than on the video call. The baby's a little shy, but he has a full-on meltdown. He starts crying. What I did appreciate, though, was that he took the time to say thank you to her parents. I thought that was like a good start. But of
Right,
course, her parents are shady. Daddy say he's still watching him. I did not like when he was touching the child's foot and she said, "Don't touch him."
right.
Girl, shut your mouth. Take that kid off of your tit and let him touch his child's foot. My God. Um, I was a little alarmed when she held the baby and the first thing he did was go and dig down into her chest and pulled out a tit. Like, if the kid can make its own meal, it shouldn't be breastfeeding anymore. And she was just so comfortable doing that in front of her daddy and her mom and sister and the milkman and the guy who's checking the meter out back. Like, what the hell? It was just odd. It was just odd. But that was their scene in a nutshell. What'd you think?
I'm not mad at her because she did the thing. She looked out was cool, and she must have been breastfeeding in front of them the whole time. So I was like, okay, go ahead. You know what? And she's on camera, so she's working. So I have no issues with it.
I have no issues with it either. But he has teeth. He's 17 months old.
Right.
And I do believe you're getting him into bad habits that he can just like crawl up your leg and then reach in and pull out a breast whenever he feel like it. It's how much? Okay, I'm not a parent. I have never given birth. I have never breastfed. But at 17 months, is he still getting the same nutrients as he was like in the first year from the breast milk? I'm just asking. I don't know. And like when they start getting teeth, what's going on? Is that hurting? Because without teeth, sometimes it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember my sister-in-law correctly. I'm not a mom, but if they can feed themselves, do they need the boob? Thank you. Like, okay, so what if, all right, Jamal, you and I show up at the house and we're like, hey, how you doing? We just came over to see Kobe to see how you doing, because we were his people from Cameroon and everything. And the little boy comes running out, crawls up Emily and pulls out her tit in front of both of us and starts yamming down. Like, It's a beautiful thing, but we don't know you, ma'am, and you don't know us. That you're encouraging him to be doing that all the time and thinking that it's normal and that it can be done at all times. I don't know. You saw an A&E and the kid was 7. Child, no.
Mm-mm.
No. Wow. Okay. Well, at least she doesn't have to worry about formula. Ice-T wife still nurses. Wait. Ice-T wife still nurses their 6-year-old? That's just too old, in my humble opinion. What? Wait, their baby is 6 already? Why do I feel like she just had that? My God, I feel like I've lost decades. And she's breastfeeding a 6-year-old? Okay, now. All right, so what else? What did you think about their this was a real like tearjerker. Like I thought this was kind of genuine.
Yeah, kind of.
I didn't have much to complain about. It was sweet. I don't know. Yeah.
It was good. It was good overall. I'm not gonna sit here be mad at it or anything. It's just with them. There's not really right now. There's really not much there, but I can see her attitude though.
But in her confessional, I think she's pregnant.
I was wondering about that.
She looks pregnant in the confessional, y'all. Let us know what you think.
And that would be against the father's orders.
Well, that's their problem. That's their problem. So let's get Kara and Guillermo out of the way because they didn't have much either. She's driving him home from the airport. He's amazed at the houses. He's fascinated by a Southern accent. He's very good. He has a good ear for accents.
He does.
Mm-hmm. He says everything is bigger for him there. Then it's the next day. She complains that he took a 30-minute hot shower, and he says it's because he didn't have hot water in his last place in the DR. Um, Honey, you're gonna have to show him that water bill.
Right.
Put a little timer on the phone, and you can't be taking 30-minute hot showers. Sorry. Um, she she's now the boy has landed. It's the next day, and she's only now trying to find space to put his clothes and belongings in her abode. Really, Kara? Mm. He then brings up the subject that he needs a computer. He wants to use the money from the sale of his bike to get a computer. She's like, you didn't even have a computer. He's like, I did, but it was broken. She's like, I have a computer. You can use that. He's like, I don't want to use your computer because that's your computer. And if I accidentally like delete something, you're going to freak out. I want my own computer. I want to use my money for the computer. She goes, it's not a necessity. We have $6,000 that we have to budget until you can work. I thought what she was saying was fair, but the way how she was saying it was kind of rough.
Right.
I thought his thought process, it is your money, but you come in to live up here with your future wife, so then it becomes both of your money, especially considering you can't work. And I don't understand why you are insisting on getting a computer for yourself when there's one already there. And do you not know how expensive things are? Like, she needs to get him as an unpaid intern at her business to see how hard it is to blow up balloons and take them here, there, and everywhere.
Oh, remember she's starting her real estate career.
Yeah, but real estate isn't going to be paying her. She's still going to have to do them balloons to make money. What other job she got?
That's fair.
And now she has another mouth to feed who likes
Right.
taking 30-minute hot showers.
Right.
The water bill and the electric bill is going up, and the food bill. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Make it make sense. Y'all need to get a better storyline.
I think she should ask him, like, well, why do you think you need a computer right now? Like, let him tell you his thought process instead of just shutting him down.
But what could he want a computer for?
But that's what she should have asked him. Like, in my opinion, just ask him, like, why do you think you need a computer right now?
If he ain't had none, if he ain't had none in DR, then he don't need none now.
But I get his point of view, though. You can't tell someone what to do with their money.
Right, but if you're coming into a relationship where you're getting married, it's now both of y'all money.
Shit, no, it's not. I came to that before. I got with you. No, but she's in this situation. She is correct in her thought process. I agree with her 100%. But at the end of the day, it is his money. Or like if he's going to be insistent because it is his money, why not take him to Amazon and find him a deal? Like if he's going to be insistent, it's his money. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to, it's his money, pre-existing to you. So he has the right to spend it whether you agree or not. But instead of arguing, be like, okay, what are you looking at? And then try to find the cheapest, best model you can find for what he wants.
We're doing all of this concession to him, and he's not going to want that because I'm going to take him to the open box deals down at Best Buy.
Yep. Hey.
And he's not going to want that.
I got my Chromebook for $70 used on Amazon. I'm good with it.
You know, you're putting an olive branch out. But for someone like him, I don't think he's going to see that. He's going to want to walk in there and buy the what, $2,000 MacBook.
Yeah, and that's when I tell you no, and that's when I tell you either if you want that MacBook, fine, but you won't be living with me. You want to spend a third of our budget on a Mac Pro, but she said like a sixth of their budget. So the one he must be looking at must be $1,000. But for me, unless you here's the thing for me, unless you are like a professional and you need a high quality laptop, there's no sense spending all that money. I agree with her on that. You're on a tight budget. You really don't need that expensive
Mm-hmm.
of a Mac. I disagree. Where I disagree with is the price.
Yeah. I'm unless as Ablavi says, waiting to buy the PS5, maybe he wants a gaming computer. Aren't those more expensive?
Yes, the good ones. Yes, you have to put those together.
Okay, so Steven says, hold on. In my opinion, as a mom who breastfed their babies, the mom is trying to hold on to the child. Different if you live in a nutrition unstable country. Okay, okay. Uh, Ryan agrees. Rodney M, welcome. Says, I want, childish.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
I think he reacted that way to her telling him no. Like her acting like the mom brought out the
Hmm.
brat in him.
But she made a good point. Like,
No, she did. No,
she's
she did.
budgeted. She's got this figured out because I think she knows that things are going to be tough with him there. Child, I hope your real estate business takes off. I really do. Make him go into real estate too. Can he go to classes before he gets his paperwork?
Yeah, you can go to classes, you just can't work.
I would get him pulled up. Come, we gonna get a 2-for-1 deal down at the real estate course. Um, yeah, but that was it for them. There was nothing else for them, was there?
Outside of the argument, no.
Okay, so oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Who's next?
Who else did we talk to?
There's Patrick. There's Biniam.
Oh, let's do Biniam. Get him out the way too.
Uh, those are the last two. Okay. All right. So Biniam. They're leaving Ethiopia. He says that what his family did with throwing the wine at Ari was wrong. Um, and he wants to see if he can make it right. Um, but Ari doesn't want anything to do with the sisters, which I don't blame her.
Right.
She's like this close to getting away from them, so
Mm-hmm.
she's just done. Biniam takes the little boy to go meet his sisters and I guess a brother for lunch, and you could say your goodbyes there. And it's nice that he was able to bring the son. So they're talking, and let's see. The older sister says she knows that Benny's naive, and she wants him to take good care of himself, and she's very emotional. They tell him to focus on work and on his son, and to take this opportunity to find his first son. Vinny says that Ari thinks it may not be important to be friends with his family, but for him, it's everything. And if he doesn't have his family, he's broken. And he invites the family to come to the airport to say goodbye, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, we have to remember he's the baby of the family. He's the one who lost their parents from he was the youngest. So
Right.
they always took care of him. And from what I understand, I saw it on another chat that Ethiopians are very familial. Like they are always very tightly bonded together. Like what he's doing isn't the norm for them. Him going
Mm-hmm.
off on his own is not the norm for them. And that's why I could see the older sister is very emotional.
Right.
Wish, on the other hand, mm, she's a mess. Anyway, they get to the airport. The sisters pull up. Um, the, they still shady as hell with Ari. Ari gets back into the car. They're like, bring the little boy out here so we can say bye. And Ari said, no, he's sleeping. Don't take him out there. It's cold. Y'all had y'all opportunity to say bye to him at lunch. Don't try to push the issue, especially if you don't want to see her. Like, you can't
Right.
have it both ways. Say goodbye to Biniam and let him go. Wish did tell him that if, things don't turn out the way that they do, let them know. They'll send the ticket and he could come back. So he will leave 2 children in America now. Y'all,
Right.
like, how are y'all helping him? Biniam needs to learn how to survive on his own if he's doing this. What else happened? Oh, the oldest sister, she in the confessional, she's crying and she says, she's just crying. She's very emotional, and it's Wish who says that Biniam is the definition of stuck. I guess meaning that he's stuck with Ariella.
Right.
We see Biniam. He says he's scared to leave everything for the U.S., but he will fight for this family. So that statement tells me you're doing this because of the kid.
Exactly. That's
That
the way I
doesn't.
took it. I was like, that's not really the way to go into this.
I thought so too, but maybe something missing in translation. Maybe I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. That was wrong that Ari didn't let. Okay, that was wrong that Ari didn't let the family say goodbye to Avi at the airport. I don't know. Tip for chat. I'm petty. Like, I was surprised she let the child go to the lunch, to be truthful, because I would have given him some Benadryl and put him to sleep. Oh my God, that's so wrong. But is the only reason there to get. Yeah, the baby is the only reason why they're together. And that's on Ari's. That's Ari too. I think is the only reason why she's staying with Biniam, because I think she would have left Biniam a long time ago if she wasn't pregnant.
Right.
Because remember her reaction the last time we saw her on this show when she was still pregnant and she showed up at the airport with her mom, and he didn't have the dreads, and then when the mom was going back, she was like, "Don't leave me here alone with him." Like, there was a lot of little weird comments that she made, like, that made me think she didn't like Biniam.
Right.
I don't know. But yeah, do you think this is gonna work?
No, because they're not. He's not doing it for the right reasons.
Oh Lord. Okay, so last but not least is Patrick, 31, from Austin, Texas, and Thais, I don't know, from
Brazil.
Let me see if I have. Here they go. All right, so it's this couple. God, them is some big feet. Okay, I'm gonna be watching you, girl. Anywho, we find out he's a weightlifter. He's been competing in sports since he was 9. He trained for the Olympics, got busted for substances twice. He's banned for life.
Yep.
He's now a door-to-door salesman. And he was married, now divorced. The brother lives with him.
When I heard that he's a salesman door to door, like, people still do that.
Yeah, well, you know what I thought? Like, remember they used to have like vacuums and brush salesmen?
Yeah.
Like, but that was before my time. Like, I saw that on black and white TV shows from back in the
Right.
day. But apparently it's like some sort of like security system because he sells it and then the brother installs it. Is that, I guess, it is security systems, right?
Yes,
Can't
home
remember.
security.
Yeah. I don't know if I would trust anybody coming to my door selling me a home security system. Is that just me? Anywho, she has jealousy issues. She has the location on his phone. He has to check in with her. Does this sound a lot like what we saw last season with Gino and
Yep.
Jasmine?
Mm-hmm.
He thinks that once she gets up here, the location will come off and he doesn't have to check in. She doesn't like his brother because his brother, they're both from Boston. But for some reason, Patrick wasn't in Boston long enough to get the accent, but the brother does. They don't look anything alike, but okay.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, the brother lives with him. And Thais ain't feeling the brother. She thinks it's too much partying going on.
Yeah, she's not feeling that.
Um, they go to him and the brother go out, I guess, to eat, and it is a bar that they go to, and it's like, oops, she's gonna see in the location on your phone that you at a bar.
What?
And then the brothers start talking to the people next to them, asking, "Is this okay? Is this cool? What would you do?"
Right? The location thing? I'm like, ooh.
It's just weird. But have we seen anything of her? We haven't heard her side, have we?
No, no, we haven't heard her side yet. We're just meeting them now.
Now, he, Patrick's dad was Brazilian.
Yes, and he retired there.
And he retired there. Okay. And so
Hmm.
that's how he started going down there. And
Right.
he met her on a dating app at a club because she was close by. And he proposed to her 11 months later. And
Hmm.
did he say he go down 20 times a year or something like
He
that?
went. He's made 14 trips,
14 trips.
and he
Okay.
said every day, like, but every day he was gone, he would be losing out like on $1,000 a day. I'm like, I wish I would lose out on $1,000 a day. No,
Wow.
and he can't train female reps anymore because of her jealousy.
Right. Does he think this is going to change once she gets here?
Right. That's what the brother was saying. And Patrick's like, oh, the location's coming off when she gets here. He's like, BS.
But you've allowed it. You've let, what is
Correct.
it, the horse out of the barn or whatever?
Yeah, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Right. Okay, so this should be stupid. Any of these couples, are you feeling any of these couples yet?
I'm feeling China.
Yeah. Well, I have a bias for that couple.
I'm feeling her, not him. I would love for her to break up with him and like date someone else on the show, but that's not gonna happen. So they get married. We know they get married.
Oh.
I like Bilal's family. I really like his mom. Like she was
Mhm.
very well. His family was very welcoming, which I appreciated. I mean,
Mhm.
if you look at all the families were welcoming, but there's issues with Kara and Guillermo. I'm like,
You
like
don't think
man,
that they're amping this up just for the show?
probably I just don't like seeing it because it's not necessary. It's
Why
okay to
is
show.
Thais dumb? Oh my god, 14 trips. That's a lot of money.
Right, and that's a lot of money you spent and a lot of money you've missed out on.
Is he doing that good with door-to-door sales?
I have no clue, but he manages a team, so he probably gets some of their commissions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He probably gets bonuses when they do well.
see. How much is a flight? Everything is connecting.
But he probably went during the C-19, so they were probably cheaper. So we have to take that into account as well.
Mm. Still, that's a long haul flight.
Right, and you're probably staying down there a week or two at a time.
Because the cheapest flight I'm seeing from Austin to and I just did Rio de Janeiro, just as the main city.
Right.
$12.50. So even if it was half that, that's still a lot.
I mean, he better be going through like Tripwire or, maybe he stayed at the Howard Johnson's Brazil. I don't know, but yeah.
I better be staying with her if I'm spending that much on a ticket. I'll be damned if I'm staying in a hotel.
Yeah, get out of here. I looked at it too because I wanted to see what the range was like from 1200 to $1,800. I wish I would. No, no,
Okay,
we can
Miss
meet.
Oblavi.
We can meet halfway. We can meet in Costa. We can meet in Costa Rica.
That's still gonna be expensive though.
Let's
And you
see.
would definitely have to have a hotel there. I'd rather go to her and sleep and eat at her place.
Costa Rica is like a quarter of the price.
But then you have to factor in hotel.
But like, here's
It's
the thing
lose
though.
lose.
No, because like, think about it. Like, if it's like, say it's $1,200 to go to Brazil, right? But it's say 500. That's $700. That covers like with going to Costa Rica. That money you would spend going to Brazil probably covers your hotel and the flight.
Hi.
Hey,
I
Hello.
was just talking because you're talking about flight tickets. So
right?
it depends on the season. Typically
Yeah.
December, January is highest because
Carnival.
December, January, February to March. If he goes on off season, which is like April, because then remember it's rainy season now. So there's a lot of seasons. So I don't think he goes rainy seasons. Two, if you plan it right, like a few weeks ago, flights to Brazil were like $650.
Oh, so you're the traveler. You and Debbie know way more about this stuff than I do. So basically, you have to really plan out your trips to get the best prices. Basically,
You gotta see. Brazil is one of those places where it's either cheap or high. Ain't no in between.
It's no in between. Gotcha. I got you.
Because it's like what I don't understand is why Colombia is always 200, but if you go to
Well,
like El Salvador and see sometimes even Honduras, it can run you 1,200.
Really?
Yes, there's some because it's based on how many flights go in and out of this and in and out of the port. So if your country only has one airport, it's hiked up.
And who do they have service? Is that Copa that goes to those two countries?
I don't remember if it was I think it was El Salvador that was like 1,200. I was
Oh my
like, this is
God.
insane.
Because that's when you got to look for Copa Airlines. That's the best airline when going, especially like if you go into Panama.
Well, but Panama's cheap. Panama is 500 is expensive for Panama.
Yeah.
But Brazil is very high price because even you know what? This is so I don't want to say pathetic, but it was so non-legal. The first time I went to Cuba, I did it on a boat.
Wait, what?
The first time I went to Cuba, I went on a boat because I was not paying those flights.
You didn't go through. How did you get through? Did you go like Grand Cayman or Jamaica or the Bahamas? Which way did you go through?
I went through Mexico.
Through Mexico. Oh, because the flights are cheap if you go through Grand Cayman. And It depends on the time of year for Bahamas. I would have to check with my friend again because she's done it from Bahamas. When I used to work in Grand Cayman, they had a little kiosk outside of the airport arrivals terminal where you would just go over and book the flights to Cuba. And they wouldn't stamp your American passport. They would do like a Post-it, put the stamp there, and send you on.
Yeah. Well, that's how it is. Like, I want to go to Iran, right? But I'm not going to because once that's posted on your passport, it's hard to go to other countries.
Oh.
Like, you can't go to Israel if you have an Iran in your passport. So it's like, and like, but even also with Thais, I don't know where she's from. Is she from Rio?
I don't know. I just assumed Rio because it's the easiest airport that I can remember in Brazil.
But there's Sao Paulo. There's where the black people live. There's like deep in the Amazon. No, it's true. The black people live like when I went to Brazil, I said, "Where's all the black people?" They were like, "Oh, they live in this part of town." Thank you. Because that's what I like to see. Well, I'm going on vacation and not see black people for. But I wonder because nobody from this show has been from Rio.
No, they haven't. That is true.
Like none of the girls have been from a major city, and in my opinion, she gives me like this is the thing I don't get. There would be no way. Listen, I'm not trying to shame nobody. I'm not doing small towns in America. There would be no way I'm going to your little village unless it's for a ceremonial wedding. I'm not doing that.
Right.
I don't know.
But
we haven't seen her yet, though, so I can't really judge it yet. But he, like someone said in the chat, he has a history of making stupid choices. So this doesn't bode well.
Okay. You know what I'm ready for, right? I think this may be the storyline. What's the storyline I've been wanting?
Oh my God. Say it.
A little bit of man in the mix. Listen, he was giving me bisexual tease.
Oh my God.
Like, it is no shame in it. It was just very bisexual tease. Like, I hate to say this. I know men don't come after me for that. There is no way I'm dating a man who body builds. You can't be cheating on me with the gym. You can have sex at the gym. Like, we're not doing that. You can be fluffy. You can be big. We could eat together. But that gym thing, I'm not your girl.
Oh my God.
I will take my 600 pounds any day before I take a bodybuilder.
Oh, but not everybody cheats at the gym.
Listen, my problem is this. There's not that many women at the gym. We all go to the gym January 1st, done by January 7th, right? And we done paid for the whole year, pretending like we gonna go. Let's be honest. The gym, the ones who are strong with it, you maybe end to January 21st. You don't make it the first month.
Oh my God.
We all do it. We go to the gym. Yes.
You didn't even give people till February. You have them done in January.
January 21st, you done, and you try to get your money back from the deposit because you got a month free.
Oh my God. Also has G5. My husband is a personal trainer, but also has a main job along with it. Oh,
okay.
Cool.
Yeah. But just the train, like, I get it that people are so into the gym. And listen, God bless you. I look at those people and I'm astonished because I could never. I go to the gym 20 minutes. I'm ready to go.
I drive by my gym and I'm ready to go. But I have a severe allergy.
The reason why I say that is he hangs around all men, which is fine, but it is just this energy I'm getting. it's this energy I'm getting. It's like, girl, you shouldn't be worried about the girls. You should be worried about the guys.
But she told him not to train the girls anymore. Remember? He said that
for his job.
right with his job. He can't train girl salespeople anymore.
Okay, now let's talk about that bullshit. Who is selling? I was like, huh?
Door-to-door security systems. I would never ever buy a security system from somebody that's door-to-door. But if there's anybody in our chat or in our comments that's from Austin, please let us know if this is a thing.
Well, you know what they sell? I've done door-to-door one time, and I couldn't do it because it's always a scam. I was selling, I think, electricity. I couldn't do it. Like, you know how they have these electric things? Like, I can make your electricity cheaper. You could pay $45 a month.
5 links.
Well,
that was the thing down here a few years ago.
Yeah, I was like, no, I did that for 14 hours and I called it a day. Then I sold boilers, but sales, like from when I did it, you made with the telephone thing about $60 every sale you made. And a sale means that they didn't cancel it. Until they didn't cancel it, so you had 2 weeks before they could cancel it before you would get paid.
Right.
Oh, damn.
And so they would tell you need to do 3 sales a day. That was $180. But they was taking too much of my time. You had to get there at 10 a.m. Then you didn't leave to 1. Then you was out begging for money for 10 o'clock at night. I was like, what is this?
It's like
I felt
tough
broke.
road.
I was embarrassed. I know people do it.
Oh, wait. Rodney M says in Southern California, they sell alarm systems door to door. Oh. Hey, Farmata.
But that's some coin though, right? Because alarm system is what? How much is an alarm system?
I know the Simply Safe is like a couple $100. But that's not online. Yeah, you can get the system for a couple $100 from Amazon.
But I'm thinking he's doing the one that you're out in the yard. They put the little thing on the top.
Oh, you mean the electrical one that the burglars could come and cut the power wire and the whole thing goes down?
That's what he's doing.
Wow. No. Well, okay.
Wouldn't that be a couple thousand?
I guess so, because you got to pull permits for those.
So maybe he's making 100 a sale. And then typically, the way it typically is the original Ponzi scheme. You know, the multilateral marketing, you know, scamming like the Mormons, allegedly.
Oh my God.
Listen, the Mormons been scamming for years with that marketeer level scheme. First they was doing it with the lip gloss. Then they was doing it with those filthy, ugly shirts and smocks. But nonetheless.
What? I must have been living out of the country.
Used to have all on Pinterest that it was this brand. It was like Fashion Nova, but for the soccer mom. They used to have all these ugly clothing, and it was this multi-level marketing scheme, and it went out of business.
I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's an MLM.
Was that what Mary was included in? Mary from
Probably.
Sister Wife?
Yeah, I think she was in it.
Oh.
Remember they used to sell clothes, and it was big like 8 years ago. They would sell these ugly looking clothes.
Wait, Farmata. Oh my God. Farmata says, I was sold a mattress from a door-to-door. I needed a new mattress and it was a total scam.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They scam. That's what they do. So I just wasn't interested in his storyline. I think he sells a little strange things in the gym, but I'm gonna ride with him that his brother installs, quote unquote.
Oh my God. Systems. You're so messy.
Well, you know what though? Maybe he's like the people. Do you have this where we are? Spectrum is the big internet provider, and they go door to door, trying to get people to get Spectrum. Do they do that where you are? The telephone company does that here. So maybe it's like that.
No, I've been in this place for many years. I have never had any door-to-door solicitation.
Oh, that's the only one we get. We don't get the electric, but the Spectrum, I said, you get my money every damn month with my damn bill. Don't come to my house no more. Because in New York, they have a monopoly because every neighborhood has only one internet provider they can get.
I think my brother has Verizon. He's in Brooklyn.
See, Verizon's in Brooklyn. In Harlem, it's Spectrum. The new places have Fios, but the old places only get Spectrum because to do Fios, they would have to put it under somebody's house, and nobody around me wants to do that.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know New York was so broken up like that. It's been a long time since I lived there.
No, it's. I know they go door to door. Well, the Girl Scout cookies, they're door to door.
Okay, so when I lived in New York, it was a different time. And the only people who risked going door to door was the Jehovah's Witness. Nobody else in Brooklyn went door to door.
Yeah, they be banging on your door like they the police.
Mm-hmm.
No,
and
they
then
don't
they'll
go
stand out there and they'll talk, even though you don't answer the door.
And then they went to door with the census. That's the only time I really remember them going door to door.
I've had census down here. But this last census, no one came to my door.
Well, he was BSing. Beautiful house, though. I think it was Austin. Did I see 4 or 5 bedroom house? Gorgeous.
Yep, and it has a nice kitchen. Yeah, it has a beautiful kitchen. Yep.
Because if he got that like 8 years ago, that was probably like 450, maybe 650.
Might be even less.
Might be, but he got it for a reasonably priced. It's not like the $850 it will go for now to $1 million.
If he kept it up good, because it's 2 men living in there now.
Yeah, but he has a maid. I mean, he's a favorite of the boys. There's a lot of oil money. There's a lot of oil money in Texas.
I'm surprised they're not working for an oil or gas company.
I'm surprised too.
But maybe that's more Houston.
No, but doesn't Austin is like the up and coming. Austin is very high though. When you go to Texas, Austin's prices is outrageous. Like Austin is hitting almost New York for a 2-bedroom.
Well, I guess that's because it's the music scene there. I don't know.
Well, it was one of the new tech scenes. That's why.
Yeah.
So everyone went down there before it became popular. Everyone was going down there because of the taxes and it was cheaper. So a lot of the companies took their business there. So now it's just basically becoming the new Silicon Valley. On the miniature level.
Oh, but remember the girl from I Love a Mama's Boy? She went down there, didn't she? Yeah. She was working for like a tech company or something. I don't know.
Now we're done with those two because they were both stupid. Let's go to I'm Still Eating Mommy's Titties. That was ridiculous.
I don't know. I just feel she's putting that kid, formulating bad habits with him. Because he didn't know who Kobe was, and he just went digging in his mom's shirt. Like, come on now. What if you're at the supermarket? Does he do that? Oh,
of course he does that. She didn't. She don't train him. We can see with how she's asking him after he's gotten here, after she done got her side helping of penis to what the finances are. She's not wrapped too tight. How you gonna ask him? This was what killed me. Oh, I invested $2,000 in a cafe in Cameroon. It wasn't doing well, so I sold it and I got the money back. And she's like, "Did you get the money back? Because I want a ring. I don't want this gumball ring. I want a real ring." And it's like, girl, You dated an underwear model in Cameroon. You wasn't dating Tyson Bedford. What you expected? Like, if he couldn't afford for you to have a ring when you was in China and he was making money, that should have been your first clue not to marry him.
Yeah, I wonder where his money's supposed to be coming from.
Don't you think that's kind of embarrassing?
Did he specify which currency that $2,000?
That was what I was saying, because that didn't sound like $2,000. That sounded like yang, or I don't even know what they use in Cameroon. I said, is this $2,000? Because
they use a franc.
Oh,
so I'm here looking at it now. It's African CFA franc.
Well, no, and what is it to the dollar?
$1 is 631.
He better not have brought $3 with him. Y'all are saying the most. I'm say, y'all are dragging not $3 American. Not $3. Let's do $3.50.
Gosh.
Well, with the exchange rate, let's do the $2.89.
So he said he's brought. So he invested $2,000 of his money in a cafe, not $2,000 US. I want to know what it is.
Let's say US to make it sound better, because you can't say he came to America with $3.
Right. I really hope it's 2,000 US. I really do, for like all these sakes. Oh, because I was wondering, like, she's like, oh, like I invested $2,000, and my first thought was like, was that in like where you live money, in Cameroon money, or was that USD?
Let me be honest again now, and I don't mean to sound posh, but what type of wedding can you get with $2,000 where you got to buy a ring? Unless we're gonna do like Paul and buy a $250 fake ring. I mean, not Paul, Gino. And buy a $250 fake. Like, where is a wedding costing $2,000?
We can look in the time of C19. We can do a micro wedding. They have a beautiful site right out there on that ranch. There's an open pasture. We can get her a bouquet from the Publix or whatever supermarket she has. And we can find a white dress that she has worn, not too roughly, and wash it with some borax. And we can have him put on his little NASA jacket, and they can go get married out there on the farm. $50.
I don't understand that. Why don't they just do a justice of a like? Listen, again, I really don't mean to be so disrespectful, but I'm gonna have to go there. This is a pet peeve of mine. When people be getting married with white dresses and trains, and then they got a slew of children. Like, I realize she got one. But once you have the kid, I get you want the wedding, right? But wait for the wedding and just do a justice of the peace until you get your money right.
Yeah.
I hate when people have kids and things like that. They be broke and they be trying to flex and flaunt and have this big wedding they can't afford and putting it on credit cards.
Honestly, if you are asking your dad to financially support you, your son, and your baby father, I think you should like pump the brakes on the royal wedding dreams. I'm just saying. That's just me as a grown adult.
I don't think she should get married. I think she should send that Dusty right back to Cameroon, and because he is not going to be able to live in that town. That ain't gonna work.
Well, he can work to get them out of that town.
How? Isn't Kansas City two hours away? So where he gonna get a job? Is he gonna be like Julia and cleaning the dog poo poo and the chicken coop?
I'm sure he'll be assigned chores.
Is he gonna get money for those chores?
Probably not.
Do you find that emasculating? Like, I'm not, again, I realize, warning people in the chat, warning, but he don't find that a little bit ridiculous to come to somebody else's country? Then you've been sitting in Africa for 2 years, not doing nothing. You're gonna come to this country because he could have in this 2 years gotten a little associate degrees. He could have got it when he went to China. And then he's going to come here and live in another man's house for free and sit there and sleep with his daughter in his house. Like, the disrespect.
Well, it depends on how she presented the situation to him.
But, Jamal, I couldn't sleep with somebody in their parents' house.
Oh, of
like,
course not.
we're
No.
not. No. We're going to be like children. You and Corbin in this room. I'll sleep on the couch. Like, what do you mean?
I don't know.
No, I get it, but I blame her. But I don't understand these people, like the people who like aren't financially stable, like Emily. Like, why are you?
You know what?
I guess in my head, like, how do you think it's okay to bring another mouth to feed when you?
It's not that much money to bring them over.
I mean, more like, why would you do that and put yourself in that situation to where you're all under one roof?
Because
and
she wants some hot Latino peen. That's why. She want to be able to ride it all night. She want to be riding it. Woo, woo.
Oh my God.
Could not be me.
Yes. Listen, because I was thinking that. Like, I'm petty. I would never bring somebody over here unless they were rich and I'm getting paid. Like, we're not doing that. Like, these people be making 50, 60,000 bringing foreigners into this country. And you going to do it for free? Please.
How old is she again? He's
29.
29.
Right.
Old enough to know better.
And he's 34.
But she lives in Charlottesville, so her cost of living should be cheap.
Oh, you're talking about Kara?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Kara. Okay.
You're talking about Emily.
No, Emily is, I think Emily is in the late 20s too.
Right.
She, like, earliest she could be is 27. And I think the Dusty is in his 30s because they haven't said his age yet.
He's 34, I think.
Oh, he's 34. Yeah, the Dusty. Can you imagine that, being 34, coming to somebody's house to eat on another man's table and you can't afford to raise your children? I would be embarrassed. What? The refugees who come here are doing better than you.
Oh my God.
The people in the Ukraine are doing better than you. Who just have, like, it couldn't be me.
Well, I guess he wanted to see the child. He has an affection for it, you know.
But why was he in Africa doing nothing? You know, like,
he was working
making a mix.
Cafe. He was working at the cafe. I don't think he invested in the cafe. I think he was working at the cafe.
Oh, so
for $3.50, he better. What kind of wage is that? What's the wage a month in Cameroon?
Oh my God!
Because don't tell us the wage is 200 francs.
Oh my Lord!
A month,
and
that would be 2,400.
Let's see. Oof. Okay, so for 2021, $198.
In American?
I think so.
So you telling me he's bringing about $3.50? Come on, he had to invest dollars.
I don't know. Hold on. A person working in Cameroon typically earns 460,000 francs per month. Okay, so let's do the converter. Jesus. I don't think this is going to work out for him, but okay. All right, so average monthly salary is $728.98.
Okay, so this $2,000 don't make sense.
Maybe that was all that was left over from his underwear modeling money from China after you deduct the plane ticket back.
He could have got a job at the local Pizza Hut, at the local McDonald's. He could have done some movies and things like that called Young, Rich, and African and get you on some things. Come on.
Or maybe he had a lot of people to support.
Right. We don't know his family. We haven't heard about his family yet, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah. And the low side is 160,000 francs per month. So that would work out to $253
Okay,
US.
let's do the middle, right? 400, right? That means
Mhm.
he makes 4,800 a year, right? 2 years, 96,000, right? 9,600. He brought back home 3,000. Like, he could have worked. He has not been working for 2 years.
Right, but it was C-19. There might not have been nothing to do.
Listen, this is Africa. You hustle 24/7.
But he's been relying on his underwear money.
I think he's been relying on her money.
Oh, so you think
Mm.
she was sending him money in Cameroon?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Wait, Farmada says, I think he has money invested somewhere in Cameroon, which he's keeping a secret. Maybe because he couldn't get it out. Because it's hard to get U.S. currency overseas.
True,
In
but he should
countries
have
like
it in
that.
yen.
You think well, what if he cashed out everything when he went back home stupidly?
I just don't believe he was an underwear model. I think he was a prostitute. I'm gonna say it.
I was thinking the same thing.
I'm gonna say it.
Who goes to China to be an underwear model? Like, I don't understand that.
But that wouldn't be a market he would do well in. Like, in the Chinese market, he doesn't have the body type that would do well in the Chinese market.
Unless they're selling his images somewhere else.
Right, but if he's from Cameroon, right?
Mm-hmm.
They speak French, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They typically migrate to France.
Mm-hmm.
So France would be the better place to model. You know, you would be fetishized. You would make more money. China underwear model, that was, again, this is like Jasmine and that American literature teacher.
I'm just surprised that they went with this narrative that he was an underwear model in China.
Yeah,
I
he's
wonder
a
what
prostitute.
that really means.
He was a prostitute. He was sleeping with older men, typically of the European variety, and he met Emily. They both are garden tools. They got together, was sloppy, doing the nasty all the time. She was fetishizing him. He was fetishizing her. He shot the club up. She said, "Ooh, I'm gonna go back to mommy and daddy." And I don't think because he's trying to make it seem like he hasn't had sex in 2 years, and I don't believe that. I believe he got a whole wife. If he came here with that little bit of money, I believe he has a wife in Cameroon, a child in Cameroon, and came back here to marry Emily. And then in a few years, he's going to ask to bring his wife and say she's a sister or something.
Oh my God. You got a whole story put together. Why don't they hire you for the writing team?
But that's what they do.
90 Day.
That's what they do over there. It's common. Like, another person I don't believe is Michael didn't get another girl pregnant in the village. I don't know where she is.
All right, ladies, I have to get back to work, but I'll be listening. Have a happy Friday, okay?
All right, thanks.
Be good.
We'll try. So Farmada says the South speaks French and the North speaks English. Interesting.
Okay.
There's something missing in his storyline, and I've said it from the beginning. I don't understand who would go to China to be an underwear model, especially from Africa. Then she went over there to teach English.
Mm-hmm.
Well, her thick tongue. Okay.
Patty.
Okay. Did she graduate college or anything?
Well, they said that when they say that she could have been an English tutor. So you don't require the degree.
What is going on in China?
Because they say that's how they do it. Because I asked a friend of mine who did Peace Corps in China, and she says a lot of Americans go there and they're like a tutor. So like they're like working for a family and teaching the kids English. And so you're right, they don't work for like a school system.
Oh, okay. I was thinking more formalized. Okay, now I gotcha. Now I gotcha.
Let's see, what's the next couple? Oh, Benny and Ariella. Do you see Ariella and that nose job she got? It looks horrible.
The lips too. She got injectables in the lips at one point. And you can see with the editing when she had the filler and when she didn't. Like it, they didn't do her right. Oh my god.
They didn't. And I also want to know is Bigman, do you think that they left? Because didn't she said that they moved to Kenya?
Yes.
So they're living in Kenya right now, correct?
No, when he got his in order for her to come back, he had to move to Kenya to be with her. But then the appointment came through for the interview for K1 visa in Ethiopia. So he was going to go back by himself, but I feel then she got jealous and she said, "Okay, I'm going to go with you just to support you." But that was just to look at, to follow up and keep an eye on him. And they've been living in a hotel in Ethiopia since they came back for the interview.
Well, she's gonna be too much. But anyways, I believe he's another one who is big, because if you do the timeline right, the cute Ethiopian girl he was dating when he got with the first white woman, and he cheated on the Ethiopian girl with his first wife. Then what's wrong?
Black Lavender is asking us if we're muted. Are we muted for everybody? If anybody's still listening besides Black Lavender. Can anyone else hear us? Ebony, we do have to be detectives for 90 Day. We do. Go ahead, Ablavi. Finish your thought.
Okay, so and then he got with the ex-wife, and then when the ex-wife left him, because I still believe he was with that other Ethiopian girl, she's his past just in case, and then he got with Ariella because he saw another lick. Because these men are finessers. They about the bag.
Okay, so all right, so two people can hear us. All right, so we're good. We're good. So, I think, in my opinion, I believe Benny has already given himself away, because he said to the guys at the studio, whether he loves Ari or not, he's going for the sake of his child. And that could be the youngest one and the oldest one combined.
Well, I heard he got rid of custody for the first one. Now, people believe that he got rid of custody for the first one to pay child support. He wouldn't pay child support because she was the breadwinner. What I found interesting is that he got deported. What leads me to believe that his first marriage, she must have pulled her support. And then two, he lost his green card.
He didn't get deported. She brought the child back here for emergency surgery. There was something wrong with the kid, and he couldn't get a visa to come over. She had to appeal to her local representative or senator or something like that.
When they got married. Why doesn't he have a green card? Benny,
because she was living over there. She was living in Ethiopia with him, but then the child got sick.
Oh, but then why did I see them have a wedding online in America?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. But he wasn't here on a K1 visa, though. He came here. The only time when he came here, it was an emergency visa because the child was having the surgery. They had that wedding, but I don't think that was on a K1 visa. I really don't. The only visa that I saw was that emergency visa to get him over here when the kid was having this the life-saving surgery that she had to get her state representative to help with. But maybe they tried to do the wedding in order to get him to stay, and it didn't work.
Well, it sucks for him, but I believe he gave up custody, because even it's very odd. If TOC was messy like me, I would have called his ex-wife and got her on the show.
But she's remarried. Her husband, they
Okay,
might
well,
not
this
want
is
to
the
do
thing,
that.
though. They said that they both were cheating because her new husband was at her first wedding to Binion, and they've been
Mm-hmm.
friends for years.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But the only visa that I know that he had with that first wife was the emergency medical visa that he got.
But when they got married, wouldn't he have been okay to get a visa?
Just because you got married doesn't mean that you could stay here.
Oh.
Yeah, just because you got married doesn't mean you can stay here, or else everybody would come and do that.
I would think it'd be easier, but then again, look at Angela and Michael.
Mm-hmm.
So another boring couple. Next couple. Fake Kim Kardashian and Kanye West.
Oh Lord. They're irritating to me.
But I kind of agree with her because this is like the Julia storyline again. I'm not coming to your house to be your mother and father's maid and servant. Like, I just would not accept that. If you can't live on your own, that should be part of the rules to sponsor somebody. You must have your own house.
Well, again, I think when the criteria says you have to make a minimum amount of money, earnings, wages, in order to support you and the person that you're sponsoring, I think it's just implied that you should be able to provide for yourself.
No, it's only like $30,000. It's not like some high amount.
But that should fluctuate depending on cost of living of the state that you're in, because $30,000 you can get by in some states. I know you can't get by here in South Florida. Definitely not in New York or California. No.
But I'm saying that's what it is. It's like $30,000 for two people. It gets more complicated if you have children and things like that. Because Angela will have a lot more. And I think that's why she's been denied so many times. Because she has all those kids that live with her. Because she has a household of like 7 or 8.
6. I think it's 6. She's got the daughter that was locked up. She had 4. And then the other daughter has 2. Yeah, there's a bushel of children.
So that's what I mean. But that's why when y'all say this show is $1,000, who would do it? If these people are making $30,000 a year, $12,000 for a show is like almost half what they would make for the year.
That's true. And she's in Georgia, which is, low cost of living state.
But I'm saying all of them. Like you have yet to see somebody in this show doing. I think Stephanie was the only one doing really well. Because I still believe Bilal's leasing his lifestyle. I still believe he's a broke Dusty.
Yeah, Ebony. Joe, if you're referencing Joe Giudice, he got deported because he served time in jail or prison, whatever. Yeah. And he was only on the green card.
He stayed here for years. I don't understand why Teresa. Well, because never mind. But the fake Kim Kardashian and Kanye
Giblets.
West. First of all, the mother's hair, it was just irking me. But Miona just changes her skin tone based on the day. Some days she's white, some days she's tan, some days she's darker than me. It just be going all types of shades.
Oh my Lord. Look, I was confused by her because I think in like the first time we were covering them, I even had to ask, is she mixed? Is she biracial? Like, I was a little confused.
No, she just likes to black. Well, first, no. Get this. She said she's Mexican and Middle Eastern. That's why she has dark skin.
What? Mexican and Middle Eastern? Okay. But she's not dark skinned when she wake up in the morning.
Well, she wants y'all to believe that fake tan she got is real. and because she's really pulling it. She be putting different texture wigs in her hair, like her hair isn't straight. And if you see her before the surgery,
But Giblets has pretty lips. What do you think? Is he wearing pink lipstick or lip gloss?
I think so. I think he looks like XX Enacion to me. You know the rapper that died, XXX.
XXX rapper? No, who's that? Let me do a little Google.
Enacion. He's one of them that died a few years ago. And he was crazy. He looks just like him. He was crazy.
My goodness. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he looks like Jabri.
I see somebody with dreads. Oh, Jabri's face is fatter.
Yeah, but you know, he has the money Jabri wants.
Wow.
He's to me, he wears too much makeup. I get they all have to wear makeup on this show, but he has a beat face every time I look at him. Like, he needs to stop allowing her to play it with his face.
Poor thing. He was so young.
He was very abusive. He went to like prison. He had a whole bunch of things, but he and Jabri look so much alike. Now, who else is the couples we have?
What'd you think about Trini girl?
I don't like her. I know you do.
Don't? I love her. I love her mom.
I love her mom, but listen, I'm not mad at her being a gold digger because I believe at 37 you should gold dig. But girl, he's not worth it.
I think because of the religion, she might be used to it.
Good for her, because I can't get used to him. I couldn't listen after I would have seen the white truck. I would have just took my bag and say back to Trinidad.
Well, my opinion was I was not getting on anybody's plane if I didn't know where I was going. But that's just me.
But this is the thing I don't get about men like Bilal, right? I think it's disrespectful when you lead with money to complain about a woman being a gold digger. Like, you led with your Louis Vuitton luggage, you led with your nice watches, your expensive cars and things like that. But then you want to, like, it don't work like that.
Yeah.
He's a Dusty. This is Dusty mentality. If this is why I say Dusties are not just poor, because he has money, but he has a Dusty mentality.
I did not like it. Like, don't set up tests for me. Don't do that, because I don't do that for you.
But this is like Elijah One and Maps. Bilal and Elijah One are the same. You see the Dusty behavior of, because that's what he's doing to Katina. Every time he tears her down, it's like testing her. Oh, I want you to be able to cook this. Let me test you this way, that way.
Okay, so Farmata says, I think she is a Marmite character. I don't think their marriage will last. Oof.
I just think a big problem I have with this marriage, too, is that they're not listening to each other. He doesn't want children, and she does. She needs to move on and find somebody that would. She's cute enough. She's flexible enough, pretty enough to find a better man.
I'm not sure why she chose to go into his DMs, but okay, girl.
Because she saw how much money he was making.
Whatever her motive is, go ahead. I understood what you said, Ryan. Yeah, he could have been catfishing her. It was just very weird. Unless, this is their storyline.
I'm one to humble somebody. I would have gotten him all the way together. Do you see your face? You should be happy I'm dealing with you. Don't ever play yourself out here in these streets thinking you bad. Like, because the way he talks to her is like that. He's the sexiest thing in the world, and I'm not understanding.
True. Oh, what did you think about Kara and Guillermo and talking down to him and he wants a computer and da 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 da?
Okay, there are two sides to this, right? 37 must have red flags too. Yeah, it's a red flag. This is
Because
the
that's
problem I
what
have
his
with Kara.
sister said. Yeah.
This is the problem with Kara. Kara is a little bit too mommy, and that's not who you want to sleep with. Like, I get that, you know, he's younger, but like, it seems like most of the money in the pot is his, which is a little bit ridiculous because you're the one with the American citizenship, you know? I think
But
that's what it is.
do we know that most of the money is his?
Well, he said that he sold his bike for $1,500, and if only 6,000 is saved, and he said he sold all his, like, how it's being perceived, at least in my opinion, is the savings is mostly his, but she is the one paying the bills. Like, he sold most his stuff and gives her more savings, but she's starting a business and she's working, and that's how most of the bills are paid. Do you get it? So I think that becomes a problem because I think, like, he's like, I want a computer. I want something to do all day. I don't want to just sit in the house and be idle. And she's like, well, you can use my computer. And he's like, I don't want to use your computer because if it breaks, she's going to be complaining. She uses it for work. They need two separate computers. I think she should have said, okay, well, let's not get a new computer because you can buy a computer for $250. Let's get a small computer. Once you start working, we can get you an Apple and things like that. And once you want to go to school and see what, but just to start off, let me get you a $250,
like a Chromebook or something like that, right?
No, the Chrome. I got this computer, the HP I got was only $200, and it was touchscreen and everything.
Because I was saying to Jamal, let's go down to Best Buy and get an open box special.
But they have like HP, Linux. Most you spend on Windows is $350, and you can get a very nice computer.
Yeah. Because when she said $1,000 automatically, that's why I was asking if it was a gaming computer that he wanted. Because I know
it's
those
either
are
a gaming
expensive.
or a MacBook.
Aren't MacBooks more expensive than $1,000?
MacBook Air is $1,000. Or you can say, you know what, you don't need a MacBook. Let me give you an iPad, you know?
Well, look.
He needs something. He needs something to use. You need a phone. You need a computer. You need something.
I wouldn't be wasting $1,000 on a computer though. Not if there's one already there.
No, but I would have compromised and said, you know what? Let's do a budget for $400 for a computer. Whatever computer's under $400, because you don't really need a phone. You're staying inside. You know, we can, and even the phones. My friend got this Cricket phone. I almost went to Cricket, but like it was an Android, you know, for $100, and her bill is like $15 a month.
Yeah, Metro PCS had a deal like that down here too. So but it was $30 a month for the phone bill.
Yeah, it's $15 a month. All you can text and stuff like that, call, things like that. Put the WhatsApp on the phone, just to something. And then once y'all start making more money, upgrade.
Yeah.
But his problem is, and he's not married a woman he can't provide for.
I don't know. It's super. I don't know. I kind of agree with both of them, especially after Jamal said, you know, it's his money. Yeah, I get it. But he's coming to live in her home.
But this is the problem, right? And this is the problem I have with women on this show particularly, right? are not a woman who believes in, if you believe in traditional gender roles when it comes to money and finances, then you need to date a man from another country who can provide that for you. You don't sit there and date a man who's 23. Even if he was, think about him, if he was an American. You say, me at 29, I'm marrying a 23-year-old. He's probably not going to be making the same amount of money as me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to have to be the breadwinner, at least initially, maybe 3-5 years, and then it will switch. So she's just putting herself in the breadwinner, and this is where he's going to have to learn, because she's the breadwinner. You are the submissive. You are the quote unquote woman in the relationship. No, it's true.
Well, if he's already having issues with her talking down to him and treating him like a child, I don't think he's going to accept the sub role. I just feel this is very scripted.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's the first one. And then the second one is who's the last couple?
Oh my God, I don't know. Hold on.
No, the Muhammad and the other one didn't come on this week.
Kara, Giblets, Patrick, Kobe, Biniam. That was it.
Okay, well that was it. I didn't know episode. I'm gonna try and watch Beverly Hills. I'm making no promises, and I need a trailer for Dubai to come out because June is in a couple of weeks, and we still haven't a trailer. They better not pull no stunts when June comes and push it to July.
It's worrying me, and here's why. And I think it's going to be very Caroline centric, and I have a feeling I'm not going to like it. I'm very worried.
I'm worried because they haven't showed any trailers.
And I don't know how they think it's going to be okay to have her as the head person in charge in Dubai. I really don't, but they're going to do it, and it's going to rub me all types of way wrong.
I'm worried about New York type of problems in Dubai. I'm worried. Like, we love the ensemble cast. We do. But always, that one black girl on that show is going to be problems. That one from Kenya. Also with Beverly. Can they bring Kimora on that show so I could go and get a good kiki and laugh?
Why you want to bring on Brokety Broke Kimora?
Because I want to see her. It would have been a great season. Could you imagine if they were filming her when her husband said, "Oh, I'm not divorced yet. I'm still married to my first wife."
Or worse yet, when Russell decides to sue her for the stolen shares. Oof.
But doesn't she feel embarrassed that she spent $44 million on a man she is not even married to? Like, if this isn't the finesse of a lifetime.
I don't know. Poor Kimura.
Empire. I did my review already.
I have to look at it. I saw it earlier. I saw it when you were on. Was it good?
It has so much progress. Season 2, episode 2, but then she and Jesse quit.
Jesse. That's the Power Ranger, right?
No, Jesse is the one with that won't marry the girl.
Oh, okay. That had the babies. Okay. Oh, they quit. Oh, well.
They quit because there's a rumor that comes out about them.
Well, then I've got to go. I've got to watch.
Yeah, you got to. The first episode is, it's what we want. It's what we want Beverly Hills to be. And also, the first episode, when you go over it, tells me why Christine wasn't picked for Beverly Hills. Christine isn't tough enough for Beverly Hills. She's not that girl.
Really?
She's not that girl. When you watch her this season, you realize why she's not in Beverly Hills. They would have torn her to pieces.
What would you think about Anna going on Beverly Hills?
I mean this sincerely.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God Anna was born rich because she can't do anything else. Two, Anna wouldn't be on good on Beverly Hills because Anna, if you have Anna on, you have to bring back like she would have been good first season instead of Taylor.
Mm.
Because everybody have like with what's her name? Vanderpump.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one's name? Adrian,
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey Grammer, Kyle, and Anna. It would have been great because they all had money. They all been married to several different wealthy men. Um, they all would have hated Anna because she just has money and is rich and doesn't care who her neighbors are and just lives
Mm-hmm.
fabulous. Because this season, Anna just did something fantastic. Anna has 2 houses this season.
Oh, nice.
We see the old house and the
Mm-hmm.
upgrade. Everybody upgraded this season. That's what I love. I love when everybody just gets a little bit richer the next season. You know?
Wow.
Anna's new house is gorgeous. Oh my gosh. That I wish I was that French man who sells her jewelry. Oh, to be a house guest in that house.
Nice. Well, now
Anna would have been great for Beverly Hills. Like, because Beverly Hills, if they took out Kyle, put Anna, and found one more rich older woman, because I feel like
mm-hmm.
Beverly Hills is an older woman rich, right? It's not
Mm-hmm.
young woman rich.
Just somebody who's established.
No, I mean, oh, you know what? There is somebody on the show that also could have been on it. Her name is Mimi. She's Taiwanese, and she's
She's new.
married to this white guy. She's on this season of Bling. She could have
Oh.
been on it too. She's very rich. And then there's this royal, he was Australian and he had a black wife. She could have been on Beverly Hills too. Like Beverly Hills, I would love women in their 60s, late 50s, I don't really want to see a woman in their 40s. I want to see a woman who, is hanging out with the grandchildren, drinking, but
Mm-hmm.
not like the old garden tools on New York.
Mm-hmm. So you want to see a cast of Kathy Hiltons?
Exactly.
Mm.
I want Kathy. I want Lisa. Because the problem I have with Beverly Hills is all their money ain't the same. So it's too much.
Okay. Ebony says, I feel like Beverly Hills is like old money rich, and that's what we got in the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see Kathy and her circle of friends. So Ebony's agreeing with you.
Yeah, we could have we could have had Anna and Mimi because they
Uh-huh.
both would have to be in their 50s, their 40s or 50s, but they're just different. They spend money. They don't care how people feel about them because they're so rich they can buy into anything they want. We could have had, $2 million parties every time. We could have had fabulous houses. Oh, I'm just salivating. Back to the days when Kim went to the Buick and bought $100,000 car in cash. Oh, I miss those days. Teresa buying furniture in
The
cash.
cash. Oh my God. The things that these women did on TV.
Oh my God, it was fabulous. Marla was stealing, cutting up, sleeping with everybody's man. Miss the days. I really want a rich woman. I want a woman who spends $50,000 in an episode. Remember when they used to show you the price tags of when they go out? Now they just be
Yeah.
window shopping.
Oof. Well, everyone except Kyle, because Kyle got to spend. Mm-mm-mm.
But Kyle don't be spending that good money.
Mm.
Because Kim Richards didn't need to be on it either. She was too broke. I wanted to see rich. But Kim could have been back this season because, her daughter, didn't the cops come to her daughter's house because they was evading taxes, allegedly?
No, I didn't hear that.
Mm-hmm. But just a little bit more rich. And then we could have had a rich Hispanic woman who was like, who would have been a good one? Even Lagoria's husband's ex-wife. Or one of those people that like are top in Telemundo. Honey,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been popping if they had or a woman of a certain age who's just regal and spends her money and doesn't care. Because when you're 50 and 60, you don't care. You're going to spend your money. We don't have to do this. I'm not eating this because I want to be a size 0. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. All right, my friend. I've got to go.
Yeah, I have to go too, but you have a good one.
You as
I
well.
like this Thursday and Friday. I can relax in the beginning of the week and come back.
Well, we try to pack it in on Thursday and Friday. It's just I was just so tired with Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I couldn't do it anymore. So we're just focusing on the shows that we really, really like, and we give it all to you on Thursdays and Fridays.
All right.
All right. So thanks for coming up today. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Bye.
Bye, love. So, guys, don't forget, check out Ablavi's channel, Ablavi M, on YouTube. She has hilarious shows and also some really deep thoughts. I love some of her opinions, and I admire her because sometimes she has the balls to say what she really feels, and she always can back up what she says. So, check her out. Thanks so much for joining us today. Guys, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we'll see you back here next Thursday with more tomfoolery. Have a great weekend. Bye.